When you hear the word PlayStation, what comes to mind? Maybe your first time holding a DualShock controller, the thrill of conquering a boss fight, or the futuristic design of the PlayStation 5 Pro. But how did PlayStation go from an underdog to the king of gaming? Welcome to the channel, and let me take you on a journey through the history of PlayStation, where I will try to cover every console, every evolution, and every game-changing moment, while trying not to bore you at the same time, of course. So let's dive into it, starting with a console that started it all, the PlayStation 1.
Talking about this. It may look like a harmless bagel toaster, but inside is a deadly donut.
Back in the early 90s, Sony wasn't even a name in the gaming industry. But after a failed partnership with Nintendo, Sony said, "F it." Or that's what they probably wanted to say. What they actually said sounded probably something like, "Let's do it ourselves." And in December 1994, the PlayStation was born. The PS1 at the time was a complete revolution. With its CD-ROM format, it gave developers the freedom to create bigger and better games. And for the first time, you could save your progress with the memory cards. It seems simple now, but back then, it was groundbreaking. With PS1 came all new games. Who could forget classics like Final Fantasy VII or Resident Evil? These games didn't just entertain us, they shaped genres and proved that gaming was an art form. And also, let's not forget the PS1, a sleeker, more portable version that launched in 2000, ensuring the PS1 stayed relevant even as the PS2 arrived. With over 102 million units sold, the PS1 wasn't just a success, it was the start of a gaming dynasty. If the PS1 built the foundation, the PS2 took things to another level. Released in 2000, this console didn't play just games, it played DVDs as well. For many families, the PS2 wasn't just a console to play games on, it was their first home entertainment system. The PS2's library was legendary, boasting over 4,000 games. From the sprawling open world of GTA San Andreas to the emotional depth of Shadow of the Colossus, the PS2 gave us moments we'll never forget. And Sony didn't stop innovating. The PS2 Slim, released in 2004, was a game changer with its compact design and built-in online capabilities. No wonder it became the best-selling console of all time with 155 million units sold. Yes, you heard that correct. 155 million. Alongside PS2 Slim in 2004, Sony entered the handheld gaming market with the PlayStation Portable, delivering somewhat console quality gaming on the go. It was definitely better than Nintendo's handhelds at the time, at least graphically. With titles like Crisis Core, Monster Hunter Freedom, or God of War Chains of Olympus, the PSP became a cultural phenomenon. Let's also not forget that you could play movies on it as well. Over 80 million units sold, multiple redesigns, and a legacy of great games, it's no wonder the PSP remains iconic. Although UMD small discs games came on, was a fail, but you can't have it all. The PS3's journey was a roller coaster, to say the least. Released in 2006, it introduced Blu-ray discs and stunning HD visuals. But with its high price and complicated architecture, the PS3 struggled early on. Sony didn't back down. By focusing on exclusives like Uncharted 2 and The Last of Us and cutting prices, the PS3 turned things around, selling over 87 million units worldwide. And let's not forget the slim and super slim models, which helped the PS3 regain its momentum and carve its place in gaming history. The PS4 was all about the players. Released in 2013, it was more affordable and developer-friendly than its predecessor, leading to one of the strongest game libraries ever. Whether you were slaying gods in God of War or swinging through the New York in Spider-Man, the PS4 delivered unforgettable experiences. And with the PS4 Pro, it brought 4K-ish gaming into the mainstream. With 117 million units sold, the PS4 was a return to form, proving Sony's dominance in the gaming world. The PS Vita was a device ahead of its time. Introduced in 2011 during PS3 era, it combined cutting-edge technology and sleek design that rivaled even home consoles. Yet, despite its potential, the system struggled to find its place in the market. High production costs, a lack of robust AAA support, and stiff competition from mobile gaming and the Nintendo 3DS held it back. But for those who owned one, the Vita was more than just a console. It was a gateway to unforgettable gaming experience and innovations like remote play, which connected players to their PS3 or PS4 in ways that felt futuristic at the time. The Vita may have sold only 16 million units worldwide, but its impact goes beyond the numbers. Fans cherish it for its incredible library of indie titles like Spelunky, Stardew Valley, and Guacamole, games that shined on its OLED screen and made the most of its portability. Let's also not forget its bold hardware features like dual analog sticks and the rear touchpad, which offered unique gameplay possibilities. For me, the PS Vita wasn't just another handheld, it was a vision of what gaming on the go could be. While it didn't receive the mainstream love it deserved, its forward-thinking design and passionate fan base keep its legacy alive. From cult classics like Gravity Rush to JRPG gems like Persona 4 Golden, the Vita will always be remembered in gaming history. And it's no secret that it's my favorite handheld out there. The PS5 isn't just a gaming console, it's a technological marvel. Released in 2020, it introduced near instant loading times, ray tracing, and the game-changing DualSense controller with adaptive triggers and amazing haptic feedback. In 2023 came slim version, while in 2024 the PS5 Pro took things even further with smoother 4K gaming and dual HDMI outputs for multitasking. Sony keeps proving that future of gaming is brighter than ever. From the PS1's humble beginnings to the cutting-edge PS5 Pro, PlayStation's legacy is unmatched. But this story isn't over. What's next for PlayStation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.